It's 8 in a row for Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings, and today's come-from-behind win in Seattle produced some flair for the dramatics, Julia.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you know this or not, but I love the drama, which is why we have Bad Juju every week, and of course, we have an edition tonight. That's all right now on Vikings Extra.
Welcome on into Vikings Extra alongside Julia Daniels. I'm Will Hall. What a battle in Seattle. The Vikings pick up their first win in Seattle since 2006 in thrilling fashion. 27-24 the final, Julia.
A battle in Seattle.
I tried to rhyme.
I like it. Yep. The Vikings put away another one this week. 13-2 on the season now.
Ooh-wee.
And Kevin O'Connell's 31st one-score game since taking over.
How about that?
In 2022. I know. Let's break this one down the way we do every week with 3 and Out.
What more can you say about Sam Darnold? Onions, cojones, moxie, whatever it is, Sam Darnold has it. And it is a quarterback meeting the moment, needing a response after Seattle's go-ahead touchdown, not to mention facing a raucous crowd and a team fighting for their playoff lives. Darnold stepped up big time on a gimpy ankle, no less. A telling stat of how this season has gone, Darnold ties Peyton Manning and Steve McNair for the most wins in their first season with a new team in the NFL in the last 40 years.
Wow.
Backs against the wall. When your team has to have it, Darnold providing yet another defining moment and throw in a special season for the purple and gold.
You know, I think first and foremost, Jet's doing a great job of feeling that zone with the route that he ran, feeling the cloud to him and being able to get a little bit of width to get away from that safety, and felt like I just needed to give him a shot, you know, put it on his back hip and let him do the rest. So, and then, yeah, obviously, you know, my teammates being pumped up about it, wouldn't expect anything less.
Well, for second down tonight, let's give some kudos to this defense.
Let's do it.
We haven't done that enough already, right? If there was a group of closers, it's these guys. Brian Flores' goal and his job is to keep offenses and their coordinators on their toes, and he's got the weapons to do it this year. If we wanted to, we could take it back to week 1 when Patrick Jones sacked his now teammate, Daniel Jones, to end out that matchup. Further proof, this has been the mindset all season long. In week 5 versus the Jets, Stephon Gilmore intercepts Aaron Rodgers to close that one out. And in week 10 versus the Jags, Cam Bynum intercepts Mac Jones to close out that game. But the Vikings offense struggled in. We know about that. 2 weeks later, Shaq Griffin ends it for the Cardinals by intercepting Kyler Murray in a 1-point game. The list goes on and on and on and on. And it was added to today with Theo Jackson stepping up in Harrison Smith's absence and the Camp Rock 2 celebration to close it all out. Here's Kevin O'Connell on how crucial this defense has been this year.
Flo and his guys have done a phenomenal job all year of really preaching the next man up mentality when we need it. And Theo took a lot of reps, but Durante Jones, Michael Hutchings, Flo, to get that safety group ready and to communicate the way they did. And that's why those guys are here. We preach to our guys a lot about no matter who it is, we're going to step in there and we're going to make a play. We've seen that happen a few times on offense this year.
How about Justin Jefferson getting flagged for the gritty today?
Lame.
That's like getting a speeding ticket for going 2 over. It's Justin freaking Jefferson, for crying out loud. Regardless, what a day for JJ. Jefferson finishes with 10 catches for 144 yards and 2 scores, a season high for catches and yards in a game this season. He's hauled in 5 touchdown grabs in the last 3 weeks, going for at least 130 receiving yards in 2 of those 3 weeks. JJ's big day helping the Vikes keep pace with the Lions while snapping a 5-game losing streak in the land of Starbucks and sushi. All right, real quick, before we get to take 11, I got to ask you, Camp Rock 2?
Camp Rock 2. Will doesn't watch movies, so we're not surprised that he's confused by any of this. But yes, Camp Rock 2 is what that celebration was from. Yes. Jonas Brothers, Demi Lovato, Allison Stoner.
Okay, if it's Disney original movies,
yes.
Like, remember Smart House?
Okay, we're talking about a different time for Disney.
We certainly are. All right, time for folks to weigh in. We received an overwhelming response on Twitter and Facebook when we asked for your thoughts on today's performance.
Yeah, it's a segment we call Take 11, where you summarize the game in 11 words. Thanks to everyone who submitted. Here are some of our favorites.
All right, Juju, lead us off tonight.
All right, we've got Steve West. When Darnold and Jefferson click and the defense pick, we win.
Ooh,
a little rhyme there.
That's some bars right there, Steve. Randy chiming in. He says, you have to win these last 2 games and pass Detroit.
That's true. That is what they have to do to get the North. All right, Jesse says the refs got sensitive after they mistook Jefferson's celebration being intentional. They certainly mistook it for something. Either that or they just didn't want to see it anymore, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. John chiming in. He says 13-2. Sam Darnold all the way. Super Bowl soon. How about that? John feeling it.
Knock on wood, John. All right. Chris says, keep finding a way in the end. Been a fun ride. It really has been a fun ride, huh?
It certainly has. Trish chiming in. She says, could not get any closer to the edge of my seat. Yeah, that was a thriller indeed. I'm thinking of Disney original movies still.
Well,
Xenon, remember that one?
Yes, I remember that one.
In outer space? How about that? That was a good pull by me.
That was a...
It was.
All right, Will.
All right. Back on task. Focus. Still plenty to get to on Vikings Extra, including some big news when it comes to the battle for the top seed in the NFC.
Yeah, and of course, we've got Will's word and bad juju. That's all coming up after the break.